thrill of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken very short.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jahan, lead it, 48. Christian, travel.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Second down, Cousins. Hunter Henry brings it in. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player. Touchdown, Packers! Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready? 95, 56. Hey, let's go.
They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Breeze. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Cousins. And it's complete. Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
1st down, Green Bay.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Cousins. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Gordon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They run it here with Gordon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 7-7, our score after 1. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
X3, 218, chop, gun.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
At the 1-yard line.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Gun.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And spins away. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Hey, easy.
Second down, McKinnon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
95-56, 95-56. Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down. Tight dog. 13.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Cousins. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. On 1st down, it's Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Recon, 132 fighter.
A first down throw for Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll run on first down. It's Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Melvin Gordon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a second and long.
Ready.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Yellow waiting. 5-9.
It's our time. It's our time. Quick dash.
Go.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
On 1st down, Gordon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Cousins. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Now Cousins on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up. Opposite. Hey, Charlie.
To throw is Breeze. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Watch the ship. Watch the
The final shot before half for Breeze. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Kill. Hey, high 7.
Now Breeze. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Under 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Undercrunch. Kill.
Hey, kill.
Mike, check.
On play action. Now Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Over. 21.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he connects with Ertz. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Ready? 95, 56.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Ready?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You ain't doing nothing today. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. It's complete to Hopkins. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
Ready? Kill. Double lady.
Mike to 59.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Breeze. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, 382, lay 50.
Don't be scared of it.
They'll run on first down. Brown. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They'll try the right side this time, here with Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. Bring up 48. Hey, box truck.
Now Cousins. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
First down.
There it is. 150.
Man left. Even. Fourth down. Even. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Packers 21, Chiefs 14.
Yes, Mike. Oh, yes,
Cousins on first down. Complete to Dorsett. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great errant. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Brees going to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
5-9.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This would be one heck of a record if he makes this. He'll have the win at his back here in the fourth quarter. And why the field goal team is still out there is beyond me. Time to reconsider after the delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he's able to get it out of there. Taken right around the 44. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a first and 10 on the short side of the field.
Good route here.
On first down, Gordon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Cousins now. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing. Cousins. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Bravo!
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Breeze going to go on 4th down. This will be caught by Brown. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon, and able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
This is Gordon. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 1 man in the backfield. That's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Switch. 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Gordon. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
A 19-yard attempt.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Ready? You ready? 5-9.
Watch the run. Check out.
61. Match box. 9 seconds.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Kill.
Breeze now to throw. Now a desperation throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here we go.
They got 48.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Big ass, big ass.
Black, black. What's that?
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Green Bay, they close out this first